strikers. So I know if I'm playing right, I'm usually going this right side, either, you know, high, low. Usually try to keep it opposite of whatever the other guy's doing, so you have 2 different options. That's not always the case. But what I'm going to show you guys now is it's something...
Scott, was that your Android?
Sorry.
It's... you're good. It's something, it's kind of a, I don't know, not prototype, but something that not a whole lot of teams I don't think are doing currently, but we have kind of experimented with wireless jacks, and even Nova did a little bit. But it's basically offensive bubble plays. So what I'm going to have you guys do now, who's your goalkeeper?
Webby.
That's Web.
Okay, come up here. What I'm going to have you do is start on this Pac-Man block here.
Okay.
Alright, and let me get like a forward down here.
Come on, y'all know who you are.
Striker. One of you guys? Yeah, okay.
Oh.
And then your mid guy right about here. Okay. Now, Scott, I want you right here. And then breathe. Have you actually...
Their team.
No, you're good. Yeah, I want you kind of hanging on in goal, just kind of acting like the goalie for a second. So, Creasy, send the disc up to Webb here for me. And, alright. So,
Whoa.
basically...
He was at like 300 earlier.
Seven.
The disc went by, you hit the wall, and then you caught it.
So, what I'm going to have you do, Webb, is basically push off, and about the time you get to the bubble, I'm going to have you kick the disc down to Creasy over here.
Okay.
And then we'll put pause. We'll hit pause as soon as you make that pass. So go ahead.
Okay.
Run that. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So
We need to input your grabbing distance or something.
You need longer arms.
Your next pass is going to go actually over to Scott, right here.
Scott.
Oh, that's my head.
Sorry.
Alright, so
Then the next one's coming to
what
me.
you're waiting for, Duck, you're waiting for, as soon as you see that pass come from Creasy over to Scott, you're going to start working your way in towards the barrier, the bubble right here. This cut in right here is where you're then aiming for this corner pocket. Now, I want to break it down one more time. If you look at the way the passes work as the goalkeeper, go ahead and kick it. Send it back over Webb here. So as the goalie, kind of picture what it does and how it manipulates them. So if you bring it in, I'm expecting the shot coming. You then send it down. I'm down moved. I'm looking for the shot coming right here. Keep it wide.
Leave it up to Creasy.
Now you expected him to throw it over there.
Yeah, see.
So,
Making new plays already.
Oh, Scott. Oh, sorry.
So, goalkeeper is now moved across. Now, look how much space it opened up on this side of the goal.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for anybody who's covering, waiting for this shot to then move over. And the other thing, Webb, usually after you send that first pass to Creasy, that's kind of your chance that you can use to just attack the goalie, come in, stun him out if he's not looking. But we call this thing one out of, I think we got 2 different cycles that we run for wireless jack. So
Okay, now my question would be, how do we get to this this setup?
Great question. So what generally happens is it's very rare that you ever can just set up for this immediately. Like if you guys work the disc down in a passing formation and to just set up in this, what usually I like to do is say, here, let me see the disc. And then Webb, let me have you go back to the reset point back there. So this is more like if we get down here, maybe 3 of us worked up, but they've got all 4 of their guys back in bubble, and we just can't seem to find a clean way to penetrate and take the shot. So rather than forcing it like that, what we'll do is we'll kick it back, and everybody kind of drops back out of the bubble. And this at this point, the QB or goalkeeper, they're going to call out, okay, let's run thing 1. So at this point, now that everybody's backed out, you should receive a little bit less pressure. And as soon as he says thing 1, he's moving to the Pac-Man. Time he gets there.
Call it thing 1. Oh.
Yeah, that's literally what we called it. And then we're all getting set into our positions. At this point, you don't, and I do want to clarify, you don't always have to run through the whole cycle. If you get the pass down here, Creasy, and you're like, wow, you know, the goalie has not had much luck saving these bottom shots right here, go ahead and kick it up. You know, try to hit these top, paint this top post. But this always gives you an option. If Scott's open, you know, go ahead and hit him, and it just gives you basically options or available passes to work it in. So.
I like how you said kick it up.
I know, I always say that, but yeah, because you use your hands, right? Anyway.
Possible.
So.
Tape your controllers to your feet. Ta-da.
Right. So,
You have to have some talented toes. Yeah.
So at this point now we're looking at in the event that they happen to make a save or cut off one of your passes. How are you guys getting back? Do you guys have any like chain partners or anything like that?
We do, but yeah, but in a pub, we work fine together. But when it comes to a match, it's like, get off me! Ooh, you got cooties. You know what I mean?
Stress.
Right.
I don't work well with Duck.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
Well,
his legs move too much.
Well, you know, I'm
here's the
supposed to
deal.
grab onto you, not you.
I am more of the opinion that it is probably better to just whoever is closest needs to be the ones that go together and get back at least first.
Yeah.
You know, but I will say try to prioritize your goalkeeper as much as possible, because that is somebody. If you're going back there and they're sending a chain down and you're going to have a 2v2, you do want to have probably your goalie versus 2 forwards or something like that down there to try to prevent the shot. So if you can, that's ideal. But don't be afraid also to get into some trio chains basically. If you got to leave one guy back who can hopefully break up their chain working forward, and you can get maybe, so like say Duck and I were on our way back, but Webb was trying to get in on our chain. At that point, Webb, you would come in and grab maybe me, but you don't need to be pulling. You would just kind of hang on to the side, hang on wide, and kind of ride us all the way down there.
Oh, hang on. As
good.
soon as I let go, you took off.
Very good. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
I start running.
Usually, when you're launching, it's better for the third person to ride instead of trying to reroute.
yeah, exactly. So you kind of just sit back and wait, and then, you know, if that's the goalie, he'll branch off and go to goal while the other two chain down towards the disc or to pressure. The other thing is, say they send down, let's work kind of back this way a little bit. If they send their chains back or forward, maybe you've got one of their chains broken up. I'm sorry. One of their chains are broken up, but they sent 2 guys forward, and one of them went to disc and one of them spread out. You don't usually want to send the whole chain at the disc or one person. At some point, you're going to have to read where you have to branch off to cover the second player. So, like, breathe, I'll have you drop down here. And, let me see, Creasy, I'll have you over here on the floor. And Doc here, just grab onto me if you can. And so as we're coming in here, what I'll end up doing is I'll say, Scott, who's that, Creasy?
Yep.
Give Creasy the disc there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on CV1, I can't really read that far. So basically what I'll say is I've got disc, and then so that means, Duck, you'll branch off and cover breathe. And that way, if he realizes I'm able to come up and kind of force him to move quickly, his immediate response should be to make the cross pass. But if he's covered, that hopefully should allow you guys to stun him out, cause a loose disc, and then either Webb or if Duck is able to stay unstunned, you can go retrieve it.
Oh, I can stay unstunned.
Yeah.
That's the only skill I have.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'm something like that.
So far on what we've talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the whole floor thing helped me. That was worth $20.
I promise it is very.
I mean, that's.
You die again?
Probably. I don't know what the fuck is up with my arm.
I stunned Venom.
Hey, you should have took a selfie with him while he's dead. Holly, when this is over, I will come. Or I'll invite you and we'll play some.
Hey, you guys wanna ask him if his team wants to scrim with us?
No.
Hey, I'm gonna ask him for a selfie though.
Punch you.
I'm saying, hey, can Chrissy take a selfie of me and you?
Oh yeah, we need to take a group selfie.
Yeah.
Before we leave.
Word.
Playing Venom's pubs. Let's
Let's go play against
gonna
Venom.
work.
It's all VR male finalists in his pubs.
It would be like that one that we played with Skywalker the other day. Me and Rackon and
Jay Skywalker.
yeah.
Oh, earlier, right before we played?
No, this was the other night.
You know what he did to me?
It was crazy,
coming
dude.
Forward,
It was fucking
and
crazy.
as I was going towards him,
Yeah,
he
I had some
stopped.
crazy nights.
He stopped mid-air, and he did a twirl down low.
Oh, you're so lame.
I was like, how did he twirl all the way down without any momentum? It's crazy.
Twirls.
Went in,
And literally juked me.
Where's he at? There was
You
the
said he
beat.
was on the CV1?
Yeah, he said he wants to be
I was-
one.
Let's
I
see
was
if you
wondering
want.
if
Controller version 1.
it's the computer. It's kind of like Rift. Oh, fuck. Where you need a computer for it, bro.
Boys, I did some hillbilly eye drops earlier.
Some what?
Hillbilly eye drops?
I made some.
Oh
I
fuck.
wear contacts, and I got like some dust or something in my eye
Hey,
at work. I was
Web.
like, fuck. I could not see.
If you keep having 300 ping, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
We're to get you off of McDonald's Wi-Fi.
they're gonna have
Must
to
be-
like keep
must-
you out or else.
Must be that
Does
mountain
Dunkin' Donuts have
mountain.
Wi-Fi?
Well, now his don't stay at 300. It goes down normal. It just pings every now and then.
Yeah, but even so.
It's got to maintain
If it-
above
if it-
150 for I think
If
so
the
many
team
seconds.
learns that,
Moves
then
my
they
face to
have
it.
they have a reason to disqualify.
But no, they can't. They cannot disqualify you unless they have proof that.
Take a picture.
How the fuck did I do that? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go see what. I'm going to his party. I guess I'll probably invite y'all there. I don't know.
What happened?
Hey,
Yeah, Duck, I
maybe
have,
not.
I leave the lobby?
I have a pretty good video of the whole game too.
Do you?
Yeah.
What, the one from just a minute ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to watch it again.
Well, no, but if you wanna dispute the ping or whatever, I mean that's.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest. That's not why we lost, but
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and look at it a lot.
Dusty
Wasn't
missed
the
the
only
catch.
It is insane.
There he
I
is.
Never crashed.
Is he back?
like
Okay,
that.
there he is.
Crazy. Yeah. Need to hurry up and push out a patch to stabilize this game. Real quick, if that doesn't happen again. Duck, you want to go ahead and send me another? I'm gonna leave the party. Send me another party invite just in case, that way I can get right back in.
All right.
You can.
I couldn't. But I was trying to send you one the whole time that you was gone a while ago, but I couldn't find you.
Oh really? Yeah.
There, I'm seeing that. There you are.
Sweet. Okay.
Yo, pass. Slinger. Why?
You know how long I've been wanting to do that? Oh shit! I just unplugged myself. Hang on, I'm choking myself.
Throw it in. Oh.
Okay, so I don't think you guys had any questions over all that stuff we talked about, right?
No.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Imagine that.
No, no problem. So what I want to go over now are the QB plays I sent you. Real quick. Do you guys have any currently that you have set up or drawn up or anything?
Just
One.
one.
Okay. That's yeah. That's fine. That's okay. I figured as much. So
Plus, we have a struggle getting to the positions fast enough before they get to us.
yeah, I got you. Okay.
Oh,
so
just be
first off,
faster.
what I want to start with is your QB. Are you currently launching off the ring
Yeah.
to get the disc?
No, not the ring. The third one down. Is it third one?
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're doing the
Well, no,
prolong
it
kick.
depends. I said, y'all, we was off the ring sometimes earlier, but I mean, we got to worry about getting
So-
to the shit faster too.
Offense, we go off the ring. Defense, we go off the.
That's what I'm talking about. So offense, I would honestly try to wean yourself off the ring. Try to start using the pro launch for everything. Because what it ends up doing is it allows your QB more time, whether you need it or not, whether they're beating you to the disc or if it's not even close. Having more time right here allows you to kind of decide who's getting
Why would
open,
you catch that?
where their defense is covering at.
Right.
It might even give you time, if nobody's open, to be able to move around and kind of jump to some of these other blocks to make space and cause their defense to maybe not get the same angle that they would typically need from up there to cover you. So,
I'm about feeling real life.
yeah, just getting a little bit more speed there always helps. Now, let's go ahead and talk about my split play. So, let me see.
I
We
can.
have one of you guys go orange. I'm gonna work with the orange.
I got it. I want to be orange.
Okay. We'll have you go orange, and let's go over here.
Oh fuck yeah, never mind.
I'm going. Aha, it's done.
Damn, now I can't punch him.
Okay. Whoever's QB typically, or whoever, I want them up here on disc
Web.
or on nest. Yeah. Oh well. Oh. So send it to web. Somebody trying to make one of your strikers come over here.
Greasy. He can't catch me. He can shoot.
Defender, or I'm sorry, your other striker.
Scott, that'll be you. Well, no, you're orange. You can't be.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
And then, Doug, I think you were the defender, so I want you over here. Okay, so these are kind of the positioning for this route. Scott or Duck, you'll actually be launching out with whoever's QB.
Web.
You two, yeah, you and Webb will be launching out, and the other two will be out of a different tube actually. So the way this route goes is basically nest to wall over here to Creasy. And you can go ahead and send it. So Creasy gets the disc. Next optimal pass is right here in the middle on this pink line right here.
Oh.
I got you. So down to Scott, and then Scott, you're looking for this pass through to Duck over here on this. Now, you kind of break this down, and you look at all of these different passes. You basically always have at least two other pass options available. If you give it back to Creasy over here, you have say there's coverage. Say I'm on Scott right here, and I'm covering this first or the second pass. You have a straight line shot through the tube to hit Duck. Now, if both covered, you can always kick it back. Usually QB, after you make that first pass, I'd say to move up to bow tie. But now, so you have that reset pass if you need it. All of these different things, keep it so that way. I mean, generally most defenses, as they're approaching you, they're not going to full press. They're not going to try to man mark everybody. So somebody should always be open in each of these QB plays, at least this one. So just always be looking, calling out if you're covered or not, and hitting those open passes. So we'll come back to this possibly, but
Was this
the
one called
next play,
split?
yeah, basically split right, and you can
Split
mirror
right.
it and do split left as well. So
Oh,
you can
okay.
kind of flip it. Yeah, and it's just exactly mirrored.
So this is just
Next.
something to get to the bubble, right? Or is
Yeah, this is just kind of working out.
this is
from
not
your
necessarily a
QB
striking play. This is just to get us to the striking play.
These plays are just to basically get you onto the offensive path.
Okay.
That is the hardest part of this game, and Nova, we struggled with it at first when we first got together because we were running just normal split plays, and we were constantly getting knocked out because they'd send a chain out, and maybe we'd throw this first pass here, and they'd knock you out and come back, and you'd have like a 3v1 against the goalie. So, that's why we kind of started drawing up these plays to provide more pass options and allow you guys to move all the way to the offensive side a little bit easier. So now, next play is going to be clouds, and I want defender. So,
Duck.
yeah, duck, yep. Trying to think of how this play, or who and who. So, who and where. So duck, I want you on this side right here. One of you forwards, I want you right on this wall, right here. And then the other one, this is where things get a little bit different. I'm going to have the other forward kind of through here, but it's not going to basically be your exact route. Who would that be? The other...
Scott.
Scott, yeah.
Yeah. I go here.
Come over, yep, right here. So the difference in basically how this is going to work, send it up to, it's going to go cloud first.
Duck.
Then we're going to
Wall.
the wall. Yep. And then your next pass is going to be to Scott through the tunnel. Now, at this point, depending on how the coverage is on Scott, you can either kick it back through the tube, because
Duck would probably move Duck.
Yep, I'd come down to you.
yeah,
I would
and then
probably
you work
stop around
forward.
here or
One would stop on
three
reset.
double.
Yeah.
So
one
you
thing
move
though.
up, Duck. I'd stay
Yeah.
back here.
Yep.
Don't you get
One
sassy.
thing I want to point out though that's a little bit different for this play than a lot of the other ones is the way that Scott moves. So Scott, what would happen with a lot of plays that people drop is that you would just come here, you just wait for the disc to come to you. Well, by sitting here in this deep into the enemy territory, a lot of times they're going to send a defender to come here and just cover you, and you're not going to have enough time to receive the pass before they get you. So rather than going strictly to that spot, what happens is you'll come out of the tube and you'll go all the way out to here. Basically, floor just past the turtle block. And what should happen is it should draw their defense back towards their goal. Once you hit here, hopefully they've already kind of maneuvered through the first pass. At that point, you're moving up here to then receive it on the move. And that way, their defense, if they're trying to cover you, they're they're behind you. They're moving at the same speed, and you should have at least a little bit of space to receive the pass and to make a decision from there. Another thing with this, and this is something, did you guys play any sports in like high school or college or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Particularly soccer? You guys play soccer?
My five's too fat.
Football.
Okay.
Baseball, rugby, hockey.
Yeah. So one thing that my soccer coach taught us was something called basically play the way you're facing. And what's good about playing the way you're facing is that you know where everybody is. So like in this situation for Scott, where he receives this pass right here, he's facing this way. It might be towards his own goal, but the thing is, like, by looking this way to receive the pass, he's not going to know what defenders necessarily are right on him. Mm-hmm. So if you take the time to receive it and turn, that can generally leave some trouble, unless you know. Like, if you're moving from floor and you're kind of looking back to check your blind side, and then yeah, go ahead and turn. But what I usually like to do, since I'm playing the way I'm facing, just kick it back and then move again. So
What if my teammates say green, green, green?
But yeah, you're good. Yeah, if you're
Okay.
green, then go ahead and move forward.